Welcome back, Hyper Turbo Skews fans! Now the weather outside might be freezing and chilly, but inside where I live, we have chili. Boiling hot chili! Texas style! My chili may have been spicier than a Brett Favre Snapchat scandal, but Sunday's football action was 3-alarm chili, hot, hot, hot! The Bills-Lions game got so hot on the field that some of the fans informed me that Greta Thunberg was seen at Bills Stadium protesting global warming. Too bad the game was in Michigan. Better luck next time, Greta. The Bills rolled into Detroit looking for a fight, and the Lions obliged. Sean McDermott's head-button Buffalo Bills got the head start on the scoreboard as Josh Allen scored twice in the first quarter of the game. Now, being down 14-0 did not intimidate Stone Cold Dan Campbell. All it did was make him stomp, yell, and open up both the smelling salts and the cans of whoop ass on the sidelines. It was 3rd and 9 for the knee-biting Lions when Jared Goff sailed the football to Tim Patrick, who got the reach-around touchdown to get the Lions on the board. The rest of the football game was a Royal Rumble with 29 some bitches flying around all over the place. The Bills won the game 48-42, and Dan Campbell will want to run this game back with better onside kick rules in the next meetup. The Lions coach is no whiner, though, as that title belongs to the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes was complaining about his schedule a couple days ago, stating how it's not fair that he has to work 3 times over the span of 11 days. Well, it looks like Patrick fixed his own problem on Sunday when he somehow came down with a high ankle sprain right around the same time that the Kansas City Chiefs put the game out of the Cleveland Browns' reach. Barbecue expert and Chiefs coach Andy Reid wasn't buying Mahomes' injury either, as he was quoted after the game saying, "I think Pat would have been able to go back into the game if the team required him to." Funny how that works out, eh? I guess I know one guy who's gonna be Mahomes for Christmas. Ugh, that joke was terrible. And so are the Tennessee Titans. Will Levi stumbled around the field, making himself look like a chump and throwing 3 interceptions, sputtering out like an old jalopy, and got towed to the bench and replaced by the shiny-nosed Mason Rudolph. Joe Burrow got sacked 3 times in the Bengals' 37-27 win over the Titans. Another checkmark enters the win column for the lock of the week as Sam Darnold found Justin Jefferson and Cam Akers in the Bears' end zone as the Vikings won their game 30-12. Bears fans are pretty tense these days as WWE superstars and Chicago Bears superfans Seth Rollins and CM Punk came to blows on Monday Night Raw. And if you'd like to hear more about what happened on Monday Night Raw in the world of wrestling and what Jesse Ventura was up to on the previous Saturday night's main event, you can hear our news guy, Zach McGibbon, on the This Is Wrestling podcast, wherever fine podcasts can be found. But as for right now, he's going to get back to work and give us the rundown on the college football playoffs. Zach, how are the Longhorns doing?
Well, Skews, they're looking pretty good as they get started in the first round of the college football playoff, the newly formed college football playoff for this season. The first round kicks off on Friday, where number 10 Indiana will take on number 7 Notre Dame. Whoever wins that game has to take on number 2 Georgia in the quarterfinals. On Saturday, that's where you'll see the majority of the first-round matchups, starting with number 11 SMU taking on number 6 Penn State, starting at 12 p.m. The winner of that matchup will go on to face off against Boise State. After that game, it's that previously mentioned Texas Longhorns team at number 5. They'll take on the number 12 Clemson Tigers. And the winner of that game will go on to take on Arizona State in the next round. And then finally, number 9 Tennessee will take on number 8 Ohio State. A primetime matchup. The winner of that game will face number 1 Oregon in the quarterfinals. All of those games will be broadcasted on either ABC, ESPN, or TNT, which is the home of Skews's favorite professional wrestling promotion, AEW. From the Hyper Turbo Skewsball News Center, I'm Zach McGibbon.
AEW, my favorite anybody who knows me knows that my favorite wrestling promotion is not All Elite Wrestling, but it is in fact Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Get your head on straight, McGibbon. But I really hope SMU gets to play against Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl, because that'll be way more exciting than whatever the hell the number one Oregon Ducks are up to. And the NFL action starts tonight with Bo Mix galloping the Broncos to Los Angeles to take on Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Then the action continues Saturday afternoon, starting with C.J. Stroud's Houston Texans in homeless Kansas City. Once Travis Kelce's girlfriend is done spreading holiday cheer, and once Travis Kelce's brother Jason is finished his holiday beer, the Pittsburgh Steelers will go to Baltimore and try to ground the Ravens' offense. And on Sunday, Baker Mayfield gets the primetime slot as the Buccaneers seek to ridicule the Cowboys' season home record. And while Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy hopes the Cowboys win will get the team closer to 500 in a feeble attempt to keep his job for next year. Please, fire this man. Sorry. The era of pocket passing quarterbacks is closing. After an abysmal 15-9 win over the Las Vegas Raiders, they are saying that Kirk Cousins has been benched by the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons will host the New York Giants on Sunday, so with Kirk or without him, the Falcons will probably win. The Eagles and the Commanders are going to square up in Washington, with the Commies looking to demonstrate that they will be the next big thing in the NFC East. Although it's still early in Dan Quinn's Commies coaching tenure, this humble football host just wants to see that arrogant prick, Nick Sirianni, take it down a notch. Just one notch, please. And this week, the lock of the week goes to take its bets to Las Vegas. The Raiders are on their third quarterback of the year with Desmond Ridder, and they hope to have the team on his back, but the team is actually on the backs of Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers. The team had a solid defense, which is now leaderless, with Max Crosby putting his feet up, recovering at home. And I know at the start of the season, I was all hyped up for the Raiders. I was excited for the Raiders. I thought they could go all the way. But I was under the impression that Gardner Minshew would be playing all year long. The Jacksonville Jaguars don't have their number one quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, putting it all on the shoulders of Mac Jones. And Mac Jones came to Florida from Taxachusetts just like his sensei Tom Brady did. And the Raiders are about as cheerful as a casino on Christmas Eve, so as you shop for the holiday and notice that all the good toys are gone, maybe you can scrape a few nickels together and put it on Team Tony Khan, because the Jacksonville Jaguars are the Hyper Turbo Skewsball Lock of the Week.